period. There was like,
and we're live. No more talk about illicit drugs.
Hello.
Welcome to the February 2019 Hangout.
I would like to. That's Connor Kilpatrick. I'm Ron Richards. There's Josh Flanagan. Say hello, Josh.
Hi.
All right, good. I would like to kick off the evening by letting you guys know that I'm growing my hair and sideburns out to look like an Imperial officer again. I just want everyone to know that
What's your operating code?
That is the look that I'm going for.
Are you gonna make the full to the bottom of the jawline?
Naughty.
No, they didn't go. Their sideburns didn't go that deep. They just were thick and bushy.
Didn't Mahdi's go really low?
I feel like one of them had the real 70s one.
Tag maybe or Mahdi, I forget, but yeah.
Mahdi, Mahdi's were long, but I think the poultreatum is sort of the
that's the gold standard. Yeah.
So you're gonna go out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go more Mahdi. Is it Mahdi or Tag? I'm thinking of. I forget.
Mahdi's the one who gets choked by Vader. He's got sort of like.
So Tag is the one with the Roman haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, okay. So I'm going for a mix of Mahdi and Tag. I want more like Mahdi's hair, but more like Tag's sideburns. If that makes any sense.
It does.
So, there you go. And I'm wearing a Falcon shirt. Didn't plan that at all.
Is that a G.I. Joe thing?
No, it's like at a Target.
Because it looks like the G.I. Joe
G.I. Joe and Star Wars mixed together.
Yeah,
no, that's on purpose.
Yes, I think it's on purpose.
It is on purpose. My friend Justin had that shirt. He was very proud of it.
Oh, I just thought it was cool.
No, it's G.I. Joe. That's why you thought it was cool. You weren't even sure.
It just felt like it's subconscious.
In your DNA,
you're constantly telling people that now you know things. Yeah, now I know. Why do you keep saying that? I'm not sure. Punch it.
Oh man.
Hello, everyone. So we're doing our Oscar picks, right? We're going to discuss our Oscar picks.
I don't know. You just came up with noise
is because I meant to watch Roma this afternoon and forgot to do it. So it's the only one
I still have same here. We still have to watch Roma, but I'm ready to make one. Okay, so here's my question for you, Connor. Since you're the rules committee, are we doing? Now here's the thing. So for those watching at home, why? But secondly, we for how many years we've been doing it for many years, but we have an internal. We have an internal iFanboy
Oscars pool,
internal Oscars pool that the iFanboy staff as well as friends and family partake in, and the deadline for those picks are Sunday of the Oscars, right before the Oscars start.
We've been doing it since at least 2000. Remember, we used to use Yahoo, and Yahoo that service was early 2000s.
Yeah.
So I think since the 19 years we've been doing iFanboy is the time we've been doing this pool.
But my point why I'm explaining this to the studio audience, Connor, is I have not locked in my picks as of yet.
Well, that's my question. Are we locking them, or are we just saying?
No, I think tonight we are making picks for the sake of the audience and the show and whatnot. But for the sake of the pool, if we feel like we want to change our picks, we have till next Sunday to change them.
Question, point of order.
Yeah. Yes.
On the Google Doc you've created, can you change your picks, or once you submit them, they're locked?
Once you submit them, they're locked. So if you want to make a change, you have to let me know, and I will tell you, and I'll make the. Or you do another. You can do another submission, and then I'll delete the first submission or whatever.
Okay,
we'll figure it out.
All right.
So
that's what I want to do.
I always come in dead last, so I have spin in my picks and whatever.
Yeah.
And so a good thing to clarify is these are not the films we would vote for. These are the films we think are going to win.
And that is the part where I always get stuck when I'm doing the ballot.
You're trying to win the challenge, and so you're trying to guess what the Academy's going to do.
Yeah, but I'm not going to win anyway. So
Josh, you vote with your heart. You vote with what you want to win. Where you need to vote what we. So I actually have for several categories what I want to win and what will win.
Yeah, but there is also the what you think will happen, which I'm 50-50 on. There's what I want, which I'm 0% on, and then there's I have no idea, and that's the one that I definitely always guess wrong on. The I have no idea, I never it's never like a lucky I hit the bullseye. It's just I blow those.
All right.
So,
well,
shall we get started?
From the bottom up.
We got to end with Best Picture, right?
So let's start with the ones that almost got cut from the show.
Well, we're gonna start with writing.
Well, first of all, I think it's going to be interesting show because it's chaos right now at the Academy.
It is the Fire Festival of award shows.
Yeah, there's no host. They tried to cut categories. That means they had to scramble and do everything. I mean, it's.
Did I tell you guys I got the gig?
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, I turned it down because I was like, "Fuck that." But,
I mean, because out of respect for Kevin Hart, right?
I mean, that's what we stand for.
Can I tell you, by the way, I'm not a Kevin Hart fan, so I'm not commenting on his whole situation, but I'm somewhat relieved he's not hosting.
Okay. Go on.
Just because I don't like him. That's all. What else was I going to say? I had another thought as well. Oh, I saw some article that said, what was it? I think it was an Esquire. It said Oscar's most, glamorous night has turned into its biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, because they're serving multiple masters, and none of them have the same agenda.
Yeah.
Is there any chance? Is there any chance that him hosting would have been sort of like if he ran into The Rock and he used to be friends with The Rock in high school, and then the spies were after him? Because I liked Kevin Hart in that.
No, I want Billy Crystal to come back.
Billy Crystal's like 1,000 years old now.
The question: who is the Billy Crystal of now?
Wait, weren't you the one who didn't allow Billy Crystal into the GDAT status?
No, Billy Crystal's not a GDAT.
No, someone said no. One of you two, because I nominated.
Must have been Josh.
I could go either way on that. I'm not sure what I said.
I'm pro Billy Crystal.
Then I would imagine that it would have been me because I feel like you are way more pro Billy Crystal.
Slight detour from the Oscars, inspired by the latest issue of Entertainment Weekly. Real quick, top 3 rom-coms, go.
Harry Met Sally. Something else.
I mean, this is not. I mean, Sleepless in Seattle.
No, that's just a
wow.
Pretty Woman. I mean, wait. Like, what other people think?
No, your top 3 rom-coms. Like you can
really
pick,
an expert in this category.
You can pick 3 rom-coms to keep in your movie library. What 3 are they?
Harry Met Sally for sure.
Yep.
That movie's brilliant.
It holds up too. I just watched it like a month ago.
Yeah, I watched it a few years ago.
Oh, it's great.
What was that one? What was that one with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell?
Crazy Stupid Love.
That was great.
That's a great one too.
It was a really good movie. And there's something else I'm sure I'm forgetting that is great.
Apparently, that was Ryan Gosling's real move. Was the Dirty Dancing thing.
I'm not surprised at all.
No.
All right,
he doesn't need to work that hard.
So, Josh, one more.
I can't think of anything right now.
All right, Connor. Sleepless in Seattle, When Harry Met Sally. One more.
I don't know. I mean,
can I get some?
All right, so
you're trying to put me in a mode I wasn't in.
My picks. I like the spontaneous. Just like think about it. My picks are You've
Midnight
Got Mail.
Run.
You've Got Mail. Midnight Run is not a rom-com.
It's kind of a rom-com.
You've Got Mail, When Harry Met Sally, and Connor's going to appreciate this one. Someone Like You.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and add Say Anything.
Great. Good one. Fine. Carrie's were When Harry Met Sally, Moonstruck, and Working Girl.
Okay.
And my friend Ann's were...
Did you spring this at everyone at one point?
Yeah, we've been doing this all weekend. Hers were When Harry Met Sally, While You Were Sleeping, and The Holiday.
2 Christmas
Hepburn and Tracy.
If I had to expand to 5, I would add 4 Weddings and a Funeral, The Wedding Singer. The Wedding Singer.
Whoa.
Wait,
I would need to actually.
Yeah. It's got peak Adam Sandler, peak Drew Barrymore, 80s. It's got a lot going for it.
You know who else is in it?
Billy Idol.
Frank Silvero.
It's got Carbone.
Yeah.
Pretty much playing Carbone.
I just spit that out for a second there. I said Frank Silvero, and I was like, I hope that's right because these guys are definitely.
It was. All
right.
Should we do Oscars?
Let's do Oscars.
All right.
Now I'm looking through lists of romantic comedies.
The list is crazy. Princess Bride is considered a rom-com.
Ooh,
which I disagree. I think that's fantasy.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a rom-com. Yeah.
Ooh, About Time.
About Time. That's good.
Is that a rom-com?
It's in this list on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not about his romance, though.
I wouldn't call it a rom-com.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying things.
I know.
Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead is listed. If that's the case, that's my number 1.
Well, if that's the case, then every 80s comedy was a rom-com.
They're listed on the list in Wikipedia. That's why the rom-com genre is so crazy. Annie Hall.
That's not I mean, it's a comedy, but it's not a comedy.
It's
It is a comedy.
Like
Well,
comedy?
okay. I guess, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Groundhog
saying.
Day.
Well, yeah, that is that. I think that counts.
That totally counts. Yeah.
If that counts, though, then About
Goodfellas.
Time counts.
Goodfellas is not.
Nope.
All right, let's do Oscars. All right, starting with
Singles?
The Oscar for writing original screenplay.
Wait, we're going there?
Yeah, we're going from the bottom up.
All right.
I copied the ballot from the Academy's website.
Okay. That shows,
Writing-
that shows you how they feel about writers.
Writing original screenplay. The nominees are The Favorite, First Reformed, Green Book, Roma, or Vice. Original screenplay. Connor Kilpatrick, what is your pick?
This is a weird year.
Okay.
As we're going to talk about, there's no clear front runner for Best Picture, and
We're not talking about the Best Picture
I
nomination.
know. I'm saying it's a real year, and it's all connected.
Connor, please stay on topic. We're talking about the writing
Because
original screenplay.
often original screenplay is a consolation Oscar for things that aren't going to get the Best Picture.
He's
award.
not wrong.
It's not wrong. No.
So I'm going to go with The Favorite. Because I think
Favorite.
that's the consolation. It's not going to get Best Picture.
All right. Josh Flanagan.
This is almost a shot in the dark, but I'm going to go with Green Book, which I haven't seen.
All right.
Well, it's winning tons of it's winning everything. So that's not a bad.
I was going to say, yeah, it's not. I mean, the front runners in this category are Green Book and The Favorite, but the tide has turned on Green Book in the past few weeks. So I also go with The Favorite. All right.
Yeah.
But I would also be surprised if Roma took everything and took this too. So,
Yeah.
First
Okay.
Reform was awesome, as the chat room said. I saw it. It's terrific.
Writing.
I wanted to see it, and then my wife described it to me, and I thought, I'm not in the mood for that. That sounds really.
It's a downer,
yeah.
the-
I don't have room for that.
but also
The ne-
funny. But
The next category,
Mhm.
writing adapted screenplay. And the nominees are The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Klansman, Can You Ever Forgive Me, If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born. Josh Flanagan, what is your pick for writing adapted?
I went with A Star Is Born.
All right.
Should we give what you would like versus what?
Sure. If you want to give what you want, I mean, I did make the distinction, not this low in the nominees, but I did say this is what I want, this is what will happen. So if you want to share that, that's fine. But we're focusing on what your picks for what will win.
I'm just going. It's a little bit of a shot in the dark, but I feel like A Star Is Born. I like Black Klansman out of those that I've seen.
Okay, Connor.
Again, I think this is going to be a consolation prize, and so I'm going to go with Black Klansman.
All right. I am also going to go with Black Klansman for writing adapted. Cool. Moving up.
I will note though, Can You Ever Forgive Me? It was terrific, and If Beale Street Could Talk was actually the best film I saw last year.
Yeah.
After I finally saw it, yeah, it was terrific. It should have got 100 nominations. I don't know why it didn't.
When did it come out?
Nobody saw it.
In the middle of all the
All right,
awards season stuff.
The next category is visual effects, and the nominees are Marvel Studios' Avengers: Infinity War, the Walt Disney Company's Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo: A Star Wars Story by Lucasfilm Limited at Walt Disney Company. I am going to go with the hometown pick of Avengers: Infinity War.
I'm also going to Avengers.
I am too.
All right. It's going to be bananas if that happens.
Hasn't Marvel won before?
Oh, never won.
No, never won an Oscar. Well,
Oscar.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And it's going to be ironic that it's I can't say it. But anyway, it's just going to be. All right. Sound mixing. The category now is sound mixing. And the nominees are
As opposed to the sound editing, which is
coming up. Well, here's the I had an interesting conversation earlier about the difference between sound editing and sound mixing.
I get it, but I don't know what you
explain
would
it to people who
factor between the two.
Okay, so
Explain
for
it to
those
people who might not know.
Yeah. So sound editing is the process of sound effects, recording dialogue in ADR, recording any sort of Foley effects, any of the pieces, the elements of sound is covered under sound editing. Sound mixing.
It should be called the Ben Bird Award.
It should be called the Ben Bird Award. Sound mixing is, imagine if the sound editing guy was the composer and the sound mixing guy is the conductor of the orchestra. Sound mixing takes all those elements.
metaphor clarifies things.
Yeah, so the sound mixing people take all of the elements the sound editing people take and take the director's input and says, okay, I'm gonna make that happen, and my little touch, my je ne sais quoi, is what earns me the Oscar. So there.
And that's all well and good, but I think the award part, like when you're listening to it, the final bit, I think that can be difficult to discern.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a very technical award. They should give this out during the commercials.
Probably.
All right, sound mixing. The nominees are Marvel Studios' Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, Roma, and A Star Is Born. Connor Kilpatrick, sound mixing. What is your pick?
First Man, that was like the only good thing about that movie.
What was that?
First Man had really great sound. Bohemian Rhapsody and The Star Is Born are both music pictures, and those all, sound is an important component for both of those.
There's almost nothing to base this on.
Yeah,
like, all those movies had good sound.
I'm gonna go with The Star Is Born for sound mixing.
All right. Josh Flanagan.
Black Panther.
Marvel Studios Black Panther.
Marvel's
the Black Panther.
Marvel's the Black Panther. I am going to go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
All right.
Why not? All right.
Well, because what they had in that was a song that the audience can help perform.
Yeah, nice. I want to know who gets the award for best for best wig.
Well,
there's a category for that.
I know.
Yeah, are they nominated?
They're not nominated. It's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame.
Between the teeth and the wig.
Oh my gosh. All right. Sound editing. The nominees are Marvel Studios' Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma. Josh Flanagan, sound editing.
I'm going to go with A Quiet Place because sound was kind of the deal there. Movie doesn't work if the sound's not good. So big part of it.
Right.
Sure.
Connor Kilpatrick.
First Man.
I am also going First Man.
I didn't see First Man.
It wasn't great.
No. That's what Connor said, which is why I didn't go see it.
It was fine.
I mean, that's a movie that I should really want to go see.
Yeah, it was not great. It wasn't bad.
The sound though was really terrific. The
sound was really
cool.
Yeah.
And stuff, it was really good. Mm-hmm. The sound work was really good. It just
that was probably good for the theater in that instant.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have next?
All right, coming up next, short film live action.
I was gonna go see the showing of these, but everyone I saw who saw it said they're all fucking depressing.
Well, it's funny because every year we'll get to this with the animation. I was gonna say with the animation, but every year I go to at least the animation shorts. They get shown in theaters. And this year I was planning on going to both the animated shorts and the live action because I'd never done that before. And then everything happened. So now I'm not. It's been a busy couple of weeks, but I'm excited to hear that the short films, live action and animated, will be available on demand on Amazon and on Google Play starting February 19th. So if you want to watch any of these, you can watch them in the comfort of your own home, which is great.
Nice.
So short film live action, the nominees are Detainment, Fauve, Marguerite, Mother, and Skin. And I mean, I have
spin the wheel.
I have no clue. So I'm going to go with Mother.
Okay, I'm going to go with Marguerite.
Why?
I was all going to go with Marguerite.
All right, so just a guess. I thought maybe you have some knowledge.
I told you I didn't go see them because I heard they were all bummers.
All right, Josh, what do you do? Marguerite?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, I'm the mama's boy. All right, animated short. Okay, I assume we're all gonna pick the only one we all saw, but animated short film. The nominees are Animal Behavior with a U, behavior.
British. It means it's better.
Bow from Pixar, a Walt Disney Company. The Late Afternoon, One Small Step, and Weekends. Connor, what is your pick for animated short?
Well, I'm trying to find description. But Bow's I mean, there's not one from those Wallace and Gromit guys, right? Because they always win.
I don't know. I haven't done any research on these.
Well, Bow is Pixar, so
yeah. So sure. Bow?
Sure, right. Bow.
Josh,
I don't care.
that's not a nominee.
Bow.
And I also picked Bow. So, all right. This is great television. Production design. All right. Production. Do we know what production design means?
We do. Would you like to explain to the people at home? And then Connor and I will tell you if you're right or wrong at the end of it.
It's the sets and the props and all the design, the look of the movie.
That's it's more the latter than the former, which is part of the latter.
Can you explain that again?
It's not just the building the
It's
sets.
the visual look of the
identity of the
film.
film.
It's the real world stuff. It's dressing the sets. It's all
locations, all that stuff.
All right. So the nominees are Marvel Studios' Black Panther, The Favorite, First Man, the Walt Disney Studios' Mary Poppins Returns, and Roma. Josh Flanagan, what is your pick for production design?
The Favorite.
The Favorite. Connor.
I'm also going to go with the lush design of The Favorite.
I am also going with the lush design of The Favorite. So there we go. Yeah. We're all in agreement there. I'm keeping track of these, by the way, so we can post them on the Patreon.
Okay, I'm just keeping track of mine.
Oh, because clearly...
Because I want to be able to make sure I can put them into the thing later.
I know, but I
already put mine together, so these might not be the same as those.
All right,
and it doesn't matter.
And the next category near and dear to all of our hearts: music, original song. Okay. First nominee is "All the Stars" from Marvel Studios' Black Panther by Kendrick Lamar.
From where?
Marvel Studios' Black Panther.
Studios' The Black Panther.
I'll Fight from the film RBG by Diane Warren. The Place Where Lost Things Go from Walt Disney Studios' Mary Poppins Returns, Scott Whitman and Mark Shaman. It's Shallow, A Star Is Born by Lady Gaga. And When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Gillian Welch and David Rawlings. Connor Kilpatrick, what is your pick? Shallow. Josh Flanagan.
Same.
Me, same. That's good. That's an easy win. All right.
Score? Music
original score. Marvel Studios' Black Panther. A Spike Lee joint. Black Klansman. If Beale Street Could Talk. Isle of Dogs. And Walt Disney Studios' Mary Poppins Returns. Josh, what is your original score pick?
Black Klansman. What the heck?
All right. Connor?
God, I can't remember any of these scores. I'm going to go with Beale Street.
I am also going with Beale Street. Cool. All right. Makeup and hairstyling, also known as Brian May Was Robbed.
I don't think he did that. I don't think he did the.
No, that's the thing. You see, that's the thing. Everyone doesn't realize that Brian May not only is the guitarist of Queen and the executive producer
Richard Taylor, Ron.
And the executive producer of the film, but he also did the wig work.
No, you've got to make it bigger in the front.
Look at me, man. Look at me.
Spoofy.
Oh God, I love that Brian
Liverpool accent. He's not from Liverpool.
I just love that. I just love that he committed to that hairstyle in 1975 and is still rocking it till today,
while also being a rocket scientist.
Yeah. All right. Makeup and hairstyle. Nominees are Border, Mary Queen of Scots, and Vice. I will pick, and I choose Mary Queen of Scots.
How are we going with Vice?
Josh. Vice.
Hey.
Two Vices.
Two Vice.
Vice.
Actually,
Rachel
Weisz was in.
Rachel Weisz was
favorite. Oddly enough.
All right. Foreign language film. Oh, I forgot to mention, by the way, I don't call them movies anymore. I call them films.
I actually call them either pictures or shows.
Oh, I like pictures. Let's go to the pictures. All right. Foreign language film. Capernaum. Cold War. Never Look Away. Roma. And Shoplifters.
Okay,
Connor.
so this is the second most interesting category of the night. So, is Roma going to be the first picture to win foreign and Best Picture,
Yes.
or will they give Roma just the Best Picture? Will the ranked voting of the Best Picture screw up Roma? Like it?
I don't think that you should be able to win Best Picture if you can't even win Best Foreign Picture.
Agreed.
So you
I
have to do.
I feel like it's like just by being Best Picture, it's got to win Best Foreign because
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
either you're saying it's Best Picture, but it isn't, or you're saying
This is like a rhombus triangle thing.
Yes, the rhombus square
Yes.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't work, or you can't be Best Picture unless you're not foreign.
Right.
If somebody else wins Best Foreign, but Roma wins Best Picture, the whole thing comes crashing down. It's a film award paradox.
Yes.
Well, but now given the Fire Festival of the Oscars, I wouldn't be surprised if this happens, though.
Because at the end, it's just voting. So
Yeah.
it's either Roma or Cold War. Cold War has got 3 nominations outside, total. So it's the only one that's got multiple nominations. Fuck, I guess it's got to be Roma, I guess.
Right, Josh.
It has to be Roma.
Roma. All right. Film editing. This is the editing of film.
I'm sorry, I don't deal with categories that don't make the telecast.
No, it's back in now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It should be the Thelma Schumacher Award. Black Klansman, a Spike Lee joint. Brian May's Bohemian Rhapsody. The Favorite. Green Book. And Vice. And by the way, I'm going to share my thoughts on Green Book when we get to the Best Picture category. That's when we'll talk about these films. So, Josh, pick for film editing.
Say them one more time because I
Black Klansman, a Spike Lee joint. Bohemian Rhapsody, presented by Brian May. The Favorite. Green Book and Vice.
Please keep that up, but you have to vary it a little each time. I'm gonna go with Vice.
All right. I am also going to go with Vice.
It's good editing in that film.
And Connor left. Oh, there's Connor. Connor, we both chose Vice. What do you choose?
I'm going to choose Black Klansman.
Interesting. All right. You're wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
That's editing, right? Editing.
Editing. Documentary short subject. Spin the wheel, folks. Black Sheep, Endgame, Lifeboat, A Night at the Garden, or Period. End of sentence. Connor?
I wish they give you a little blurb about what these are about. Hold on, I'm trying to find a list here so I can look at them.
Yeah. In the meantime, Josh, do you want to share your pick?
Period. End of the sentence.
I did period end of sentence too, just because I like the title.
It's good. It makes me want to see it, and I can't say that a lot of those titles do. I'm not like, man, I got to get to Marguerite.
Black Sheep.
All right, Connor's going Black Sheep.
The Black Sheep? Where's the Black Sheep?
All right. The next category is the Where the Hell is Fred Rogers category, also known as documentary feature.
This is a disgrace.
This is a disgrace. This is I don't even want to give it the respect it doesn't deserve.
I really thought that it was a shoe-in for nomination and shoe-in to win.
There were so many documentaries that I thought were shoe-ins for nominations. I'm shocked that Three Identical Strangers isn't up on here.
Yep.
Crazy. All right. Here's what did get nominated. Free Solo, Hale County this evening, Minding the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, and RBG. I am going to go with Free Solo because I think that's the closest Han Solo is going to win anything this year. Free Solo.
I very much want to see Free Solo. I love movies like that. Probably going to be RBG though.
Wasn't a good movie.
Wasn't?
It got nominated.
We turned it off 3/4 of the way through. We're like, this we didn't feel.
Yeah, you know how it ended. The end's amazing. She kills Scalia.
That's the allegation.
He's like, I'm staying, and she goes, no. It's like WWE. It's great.
Connor,
I'm gonna go Free Solo.
all right. Okay, now we get into the good ones. Now we get into the fun time.
Do we skip costume design?
No, actually, this is going by the order of the Academy. So blame them. Directing.
Okay.
The nominees are Spike Lee for A Black Klansman, a Spike Lee joint. Powet Polakowski's Cold War. Yorgos Lanthimos, The Favorite. Alfonso Cuarón, Roma. And Adam McKay for Vice. Connor.
Granted, we just talked about I haven't seen Roma yet. I wish Spike Lee would win this, but it's going to be Cuarón.
Josh.
I agree with everything Connor just said.
As do I. Roma. All right.
Ricky Roma.
Rusty Auto Parts. Okay. Custom costume design.
Custody.
Custer's design.
Custom designs of costumes. Costume design. Nominee are The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which, by the way, I enjoyed.
How long is it?
It's long enough. It's long enough. Yeah, it's 2 hours. A lot of vignettes.
6 of them, right? I think.
Yeah. All right. Costume design. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Marvel Studios' The Black Panther. The Favorite. Walt Disney Studios' Mary Poppins Returns. And Mary Queen of Scots. Now, here's my thing about this. I think The Favorite and Mary Queen of Scots cancel each other out.
That's the concern.
And I don't think any other movies had good costume design.
I think though, but in that though, like I didn't see Mary Queen of Scots, but The Favorite had there was a historical element, but there was also a flourish to all of it. Which I think if you look at like what Nicholas Hoult looked like and stuff like that, like it was really impressive because it wasn't just historically accurate, but it was also like it had it sort of showed who the character was. Yeah. So in that sense, and I don't know for Mary Queen of Scots,
I saw Mary Queen of Scots. It wasn't a good movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It was fine. It had that historical specificity, and
booby traps.
And it didn't have as much of a flourish as The Favorite, but it definitely had good design. Like, I actually found myself going, "Oh, I like that dress." But I think The Favorite's going to take it.
I think The Favorite as well. The Favorite.
Right. Yeah. The Favorite. Okay. Cinematography.
Maligned.
Cold War. The Favorite. Never Look Away. Roma. And A Star Is Born. I'm gonna lead off, and I'm gonna go with Roma.
Everyone's talking about how good that movie looks, so I guess that's what I'm gonna go for as well.
Gosh,
I'm gonna go with The Favorite.
Really?
Ooh.
I actually really
like those shots. Yeah, we talked about that.
I really like the cinematography maybe more than anything in that film.
All right, animated feature film, fun one.
This one's easy.
Walt Disney Studios, The Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, brought to you by Wes Anderson. Mirai. What's that guy's name? Who did Spirited Away?
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki. Is Mirai a Miyazaki movie?
I don't know.
I don't know. You prepared?
I'm hardly prepared. Mirai is... I don't know what it is. Oh, Mamoru Hosoda. It's Japanese. Anyway, so Mirai. Walt Disney Studios, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I should have said Pixar's The Incredibles 2. And Sony Pictures presents, in association with Marvel, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Connor.
Mirai. No, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Josh.
Irving. Spider-Man.
And I am also going Spider-Man.
That will be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. That movie was so good. So good. All right. My mouse.
And also, what's really interesting is before that movie came out, no one would ever have predicted that over a Pixar film.
Yep.
But now it's won every animation award.
Remind me, I have a fun story to tell you guys when we're not broadcasting.
Fun.
Cool. All right. Actress in a supporting role. Now we're getting to the big 5 nominees here. Big 5 nominees. Actress in a supporting role. Amy Adams in Vice. Marina de Tavira in Rome. Regina King. Roma. Regina King in If Beale Street Could Talk. Emma Stone in The Favorite. Rachel Weisz in The Favorite. Josh, what is your pick for supporting actress?
Emma Stone in The Favorite.
Fascinating. Connor.
Regina King.
Thank you. Regina King for me as well, too. All right. That was like a lock.
I wonder if I just keep picking The Favorite because it's subconsciously making me say that's my favorite.
I was going to say, is that your favorite? All right.
Okay.
Actor in a supporting role. Mahershala Ali in Green Book. Mahershala Ali in Green Book. Adam Driver in Black Klansman, a Spike Lee joint. Sam Elliott, A Star Is Born. Richard E. Grant in Can You Ever Forgive Me? I love Richard E. Grant, by the way.
He was great in that movie.
And Sam Rockwell in Vice. Not Rachel Weisz. Vice.
Hot damn.
Connor.
Mahershala Ali.
All right. I want Sam Rockwell because I love him, but it's going to be Mahershala Ali.
I'm going to go for Adam Driver.
Really?
He was awesome in that movie.
He's great in that movie. Everyone in this is great.
Yeah.
I saw all these movies, and they're all great. Richard E. Grant is terrific in Can You Ever Forgive Me?
I need to see Can You Ever
Forgive Me? Drunk. I woke up drunk, strapped to a cow.
And who wouldn't want Sam Rockwell to give a speech? I mean, Sam Elliott to give a speech.
Yeah,
I don't think I like him, and I thought he was good in that, but I don't think he was Oscar good in that.
All right. Actress in a leading role. Yalitza Aparicio in Roma. Glenn Close in The Wife. Olivia Colman in The Favorite. Lady Gaga, A Star Is Born. And Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me? Why is anyone talking about the fact that Melissa McCarthy is nominated for an Oscar, by the way? Like, no one's talking about that movie.
Because literally everyone's forgotten that she existed.
I know, it's strange.
After Bridesmaid, everyone was like, it's fine. What? Enough. Go to your movies.
Josh, pick for Best Actress.
Lady Gaga.
Connor.
This is tough.
You know what's going to happen.
I would have said Olivia Colman. The momentum's behind Glenn Close.
But you're going to go with Melissa McCarthy.
But I could see Coleman stealing it.
Did you?
So I'm going to go with Glenn Close, but I'm not comfortable with it.
All right. I am going with Glenn Close because I think she's a lock. No. Air.
Stick that everybody can see how I am bad at this.
All right. Actor in a leading role. Christian Bale in Vice.
Bradley Cooper, really good.
Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born. Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate. Nominated 2 years in a row, by the way, Willem Dafoe.
He's underrated.
Very underrated. Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody, presented by Brian May. And Viggo Mortensen for Green Book.
Give them a moment for pity's sake. Actually, he didn't say that. Boromir did.
I am begrudgingly going to go with Rami Malek.
Why begrudgingly?
Because I want Christian Bale, but I think Rami Malek's going to win.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to go with Malek as well. Josh?
I'm typing Christian Bale because that's what Josh is going to pick.
No, I don't feel like that's the.
He was really good.
He was.
He was really good.
But to me, like that's like
disappeared.
I don't know. It's like an impression makeup job, and like he can do that.
Rami Malek too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say him either because they're both impressions, and that to me is. It's like people used to play.
Willem Dafoe was just doing a Van Gogh impression. These are all impressions.
I'm unaware.
No one knows.
Wait a minute. Is Bradley Cooper the only character that's not based on a real person in this category?
No, he's based on the 2 movies that came before, 3 or whatever.
Right, but those aren't based on
not playing a real person. Yeah.
Who's the other one? You got Bradley Cooper, Willem Dafoe,
Christian Bale, Rami Malek, and Viggo.
Viggo's a real person too. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. The Academy loves playing real people.
Viggo. Whatever.
All right.
Vigo is playing an Italian stereotype.
Don't get me. We're going to talk about the movie. We're going to talk about when we
I
get
know,
to
but
the
that
next
sounds
category.
super entertaining to me.
Oh, for sure.
Listen. I'm not happy. All right, here we go. The big award.
Luigi.
The nominees for Best Picture are Marvel Studios' Black Panther, Black Klansman, a Spike Lee joint, Brian May and Company present Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. So now here's the deal. I've seen all of these except for Roma and A Star is Born. And I'm going to do my damnedest to see them both before the movies go the awards happen.
Mm-hmm.
To disclose, I work for Marvel Entertainment, which is a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, which put out Marvel Studios' Black Panther. It's not going to win.
No.
Black Klansman's not going to win.
Well, it has it has an outside chance. It's a better chance than some of the other ones.
Yeah, I don't. We all know it's going to be Roma. I guess what I want to say is Green Book is a movie that my mother would love, with with Vigo, one of my favorite actors, doing basically Super Mario Brothers.
Two Oscar-nominated acclaim.
The Italian American representation in that movie was so cringeworthy.
Listen,
let's just also
it's not that much different than Goodfellas.
I was gonna say let's remember we did 125 episodes talking about Goodfellas.
148.
And we talked about Nikki 2 times.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Far off from Goodfellas.
Jimmy 2 times. Sorry.
Connor, you saw it. Josh, you didn't see it though.
No.
I saw everything but Roma.
Lindsay saw Green Book and she's like, it was a movie. And I saw
Carrie's takeaway from Green Book was she's like, was this movie made 20 years ago and they just put it out now? Like it felt like
the Oscar bait. That was like a thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything but Roma and Green Book.
Green Book is no joke. My mother will love Green Book when she sees it.
Oh, sure. So will mine, by the way.
Yeah.
Out of those movies, though,
and what you guys don't know is my mother's in the Academy.
So she should see it soon then.
She's
so
voting.
This came up when we did the all media show. Is that there wasn't like a movie where?
That's why I'm shocked if Beale Street's not nominated because they didn't even.
Well, right, like a couple of years ago.
Good.
Like a couple of years ago, I remember like I saw Manchester by the Sea right at the end of the year, and I go, "Oh,
right.
Well, that was a movie. Like it was an experience, and it was a thing that was unique."
That's your favorite movie this year, though.
I don't know. Like
that's
I haven't.
That's the favorite.
They all have things about them that I wouldn't consider them to be like best picture kind of thing. Like I enjoyed most of them. Like Black Klansman, I was probably my favorite, but it doesn't seem like this is the movie that everyone will love.
We talked about this in the year. Yeah, Black Klansman fell just short for me.
We didn't talk about this because it wasn't in the show.
Oh, it wasn't? When did we talk about it?
Amongst ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in life?
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I like
really
Black Klansman a lot, but I just felt like it fell short. It fell short of the mark.
I didn't feel like that. I just feel like I had a ton going for it, and it's probably important to the current conversation and blah, blah, blah. And also it's Spike Lee's great, and he's still great, and it feels like a Spike Lee movie. But also that tends to feel a little too niche for me, and not because of the race issue, but literally because of Spike Lee's style. Not like, like his actual aesthetic style just feels a little weird. Like it's not mainstream, which isn't bad. It's good for me, but The Favorite, sort of the same deal. Like it was just a little weird some places for no reason. Then you've got Bohemian Rhapsody, which was like, that's the actual spoonful of sugar. Just hear all these wonderful things. Isn't it great? And you're like, it's not true. It doesn't matter. Enjoy it. A Star is Born was like, I don't know. I'm guessing Roma's amazing, and therefore it wins because out of all these directors, Alfonso Cuarón is probably the best. And Black Panther was a great movie, but it's not.
It's not going to win.
We can eliminate Black Panther. We can eliminate Vice. We can eliminate A Star is Born. We can eliminate Bohemian Rhapsody. That's definitely not. I think the only ones that have a chance are Roma, Green Book, Black Klansman, and Favorite. And that's a chance. It could be a small chance. The others have no chance.
Roma.
I feel like Roma has the most going for it at this point. Because here's the thing:
one
is
that people won't have qualms
that,
about.
Yeah, exactly. Because Black Klansman, Spike Lee.
I think no one have qualms about Black Klansman. I think if any of those top 4 win, no one will. If the favorite wins, people aren't going to be like, "Oh my god, it's a huge mistake." Like it's not. It's
right.
You know what I mean? It's a polarizing film, but it's not like it's if Vice won. It would be a shocker.
It's too charged. Yeah, agreed.
No,
it also wasn't that good.
Yeah,
right. That's why.
And then Green Book is interesting because of all of the whatever like all the crap surrounding it. That it's based on the story by the Vigo's real life character's son, and didn't involve the family of Mahershala Ali's character, and the whole white savior kind of thing, and all that stuff that's swirling around it. Like I feel like Green Book had momentum coming out of the Globes, and in the past couple of weeks that momentum has lessened because of that criticism.
Oh yeah, there's definitely been a campaign to take it down.
Yeah,
that's been definitely happening.
And I just think Roma's the safe pick. The Academy loves Coron. It's a safe pick. It's a foreign film. It's done.
On the other hand, Ron, you are underestimating, and there's been a lot of talk recently. A lot of people in the Academy hate the streaming services.
True.
And there's a lot of people in the Academy who aren't voting for it because of that. No matter how good the movie is.
Not a theatrical release.
On the other hand,
it has to be.
On the other hand, after was it 2 years ago that they let in 2,000 new members who are younger and more diverse than the old guard, which is like 80% old white. That's why that's why picking the best picture has been difficult lately because of all the members. But so the younger members you think wouldn't care, the older members will care. There's a lot of them, so it's really hard to say. But there was an article about they interviewed 20 people, and I think only 2 picked Roma.
Interesting.
Because of Netflix.
Yeah.
So it could be Roma for sure. No one would be surprised. It could be Green Book, and no one would be surprised. It could be Black Klansman, and no one would be surprised. I don't know what to do.
So
the problem with Black Klansman is that it's not even close to Spike Lee's best movie.
Yeah.
But
this is not a director. I know,
but get me started on that.
But Departed was a great film, but it was not no long.
Yeah. He got robbed. 1990. Go fucking Dance with Wolves.
So what are we gonna do?
I'm putting my chips on Roma.
Yeah.
Josh, you agree?
Yeah, sure, but it's just because it's just
momentum.
Educated, like.
Yeah.
Connor.
Sure. I don't know what else to do. That's why it's kind of genuinely exciting. I don't know what's going on.
Quaron is great. Like he's just like if you just think about the sort of incredibly vast. I know this isn't a director category, but like every time I think about him, I'm like, that dude's amazing.
Do we want to add our picks in a separate post on Patreon or on this post? To this,
it's fine.
To the show.
Let's do this one.
I'm adding it.
What's interesting we didn't talk about is if he wins best director, that'll be 5 of the last 6 years that the Mexican director will have won.
Mexico, it's a powerhouse.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
There's a political statement in and of itself.
Yeah. So, all right, we managed to do that with still 10 minutes to spare.
I'm putting the disclaimer that the iFanboy Oscar picks (parentheses as of 2/17, subject to change before the Oscars).
Yes.
I remember when I went to see Y Tu Mama Tambien, the people in front of me, the lady kept whispering in the ear of the person what they were saying in Spanish. But the movie was in Spanish, and I didn't understand why. It'd be one thing if she was reading the subtitles, but it was like he couldn't hear it, but then the subtitles were in English, and he couldn't deal with that either.
What a fun time that was for you.
Sorry. It's the Quaron memory.
All right, so we started 5 minutes late, so we can run 5 minutes longer, so we got 10 minutes to go. Connor, what else is on the agenda?
I mean, we can do QA. I don't know what else. I mean, there's nothing else going on other than I'm freezing and Josh is freezing and
you're freezing. How are you freezing? You're in LA.
It was.
It's raining. It's
40
raining.
degrees this morning.
I heard everybody complaining about the rain in California. I was like, oh,
no one's complaining because we need it, but it's 50 degrees right now.
Yeah.
There's no insulation. This is just a piece of glass with gaps around it. Let's see.
I just love that it's nearly 15 years, and the one thing we can complain about is either being cold or hot. It's the one consistent thing out there.
I
So Connor,
have something. I meant to ask you. So, I thought about this during the last Pick the Week recording. Have you read at all Strangers in Paradise XXV?
I have. I'm like 2 issues back.
What have you thought of it?
I've enjoyed it. It hasn't been. I mean, it hasn't blown my mind, but it's been a nice return to a world that I like. Yeah.
I guess finish it and come back to us.
Okay. I just got the latest issue in the mail like 2 days ago. So literally sitting on my nightstand.
Is it?
I understand.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird. We had a long conversation about it on the show because the final issue was this week. And
was this the final issue?
Yeah,
the homage cover. Oh, that ended pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's what's interesting is that the story just starts
on time,
and he ends it.
Did he end it sooner than he intended to? You think, or is this
no? But there's a. You should read it.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it tonight.
Why don't you read it right now? We'll just all watch you read it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Here's a funny thing I got.
It better be funny.
Let's see. Hold on. Comic shop news. What?
So, if you might remember, if you went to the comic book store, you used to get the comic shop news, and this is dated. This is issue 1142, which on the back is advertising the 6-issue limited series from DC called Final Crisis Aftermath. This is from 2009.
Who can forget what happened after Final Crisis?
The cover story is about Amazing Spider-Man, and there's a little article in here about G.I. Joe Cobra by Howard Chaykin.
Wait, is it? They don't still make that, do they?
No. So there's a fun little game when I used to shop at Isotope Comics in San Francisco that James used to get these, and he'd when you buy your comics, he'd put it in their bag. And I would say, I don't want any comic shop news. And then it became, could he get it in my bag without me noticing? And then it became, how many copies could he get in my bag without noticing? And then a couple of weeks ago, Ash came to visit New York, and he's like, "Oh, James wanted me to give you something." And he gave me comic shop newses from 2009. So now I'm saving them, and I'm going to mail them to James with Marvel letterhead. So he thinks it's from Marvel. It's going to be comic shop news. So there you go.
I used to enjoy reading them. Like I remember,
of course,
before there was the internet.
Yeah, because before the internet, I remember in 2000, taking a lunch break from my job and going on Wednesday and reading the comic news because my hands would be dirty from lunch as opposed to the comics. I remember enjoying that. That's where you got interviews and stuff you never got anywhere else. Because
Cliff Biggers, yeah. I mean, it definitely served a purpose at a time. But
it was just aged out by technology and media, basically.
That's for sure.
Ron, there chat room saying that still comes out.
Does it really?
16.
Really?
Was it free?
1652. That's so funny. I believe Final Crisis Aftermath was pick of the week.
I think one of those was, yeah. Was it free for retailers?
Yeah, it's free to retailers, I believe. And yeah, it's still around. It's
didn't Newsarama buy it?
I think they did.
For a while it was just printing out Newsarama content. That's again the confusion.
That's true.
The confusion of the internet era. They were just reprinting like articles and interviews from Newsarama into it.
Yeah, and I think they still do, because if you go to their website, if you go to CSNSIDER, which is bad.
Yeah, issue number 2 was Connor's pick of the week.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was also episode number 75 of the iFanboy mini.
Comic shop news is available at 400 shops across North America.
Wow.
Available from Diamond. And yeah, their last tweet was September 14th, 2018. So,
what happens when Steve Jeppy dies?
That was just in that article.
Didn't he just buy something? Yeah, he bought Gentle Giant.
Gentle Giant's consumer business, not their B2B business.
Yeah.
Does it all go south when he goes down?
No, because it's a profitable business. I'm sure
but he is also running something that is like completely antiquated, but also completely like necessary to the way things are. And he brings in all of this institutional knowledge, doesn't even cover it.
Right.
Like whoever takes over would have to be a time traveler. Like it's like it could not continue as it is without him, unless I don't know. There's a lot of things involved.
Let's answer some questions for the last 5 minutes, folks. So is Billy Crystal actually a G-Dad or not? He should be.
He's not. Josh vetoed it. But was it Josh?
Did
Megan?
I?
Josh vetoed Billy Crystal?
How does
And
she
Megan went,
remember
oh yeah.
She
Because she was very angry.
She's been angry like what, half the things I said. So
because she loves Billy
fine.
Crystal. She's met him twice on the street, and she's very
How
angry.
does that have to do?
I'm just telling you, she loves Billy Crystal, so she remembers the anger she felt when you vetoed him.
I love Talk Soup's John Henson, but he's not a G-Dad.
Oh, just
Well, here Carrie asked the question when we were watching Saturday Night Live. What about Don Cheadle?
Oof, he's an American treasure. I
He's
think
definitely an American treasure. I said he just falls short of G-Dad. He doesn't quite have the cult of personality that we need.
Yeah. He's a supporting treasure.
he's someone that you always are happy to see.
Yes,
for sure.
Absolutely. You hear that bass? You feel that? That's the TK421 modification.
He did a great bit on SNL about that, about what
Yeah.
kind of people recognize him and how they recognize him tells you what movie they're thinking of. And there's
Yeah, his monologue was actually really good. It was,
it was good.
yeah.
Alan Rickman is not American, is he?
Thank
He's
you.
not American. He's not alive.
Right, so that's two requirements. What about Adam Driver? Too young.
Too young. He's not there yet.
Too old.
He's
not there,
right
but
now
he's
at
rapidly
best
getting-
he's treasure right now,
Yeah.
and I like him.
He's someone at first I didn't get, and then I saw something and I got him from from my point of view. I liked him ever since a lot.
Watching Girls and going, I think I hate this.
Oh, I loved him from the get-go on Girls. I thought he was great.
Right, but I mean, the point was I was like, that guy is really interesting. I have no idea why I think that though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was fascinated by him in a way because he was nothing I'd ever seen before. And then he started to show up in other things and I was like, how's this going to work? And then it did, which was really interesting.
Ooh, good question. What about Joe Pesci? You know, I would make the argument that he's an American treasure, but the fact that he's retired and like I feel like he's got that cult of personality now that gives him the G-Dad.
I love Joe Pesci, but he doesn't do enough
Because he retired.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't need this.
He was still like in his 60s or something when he retired. It's not like,
Do you know who also retired? Cameron Diaz.
good for her.
Yeah.
She retired. There you go. Meg Ryan retired. I think in Hollywood, when you can't get any work anymore, you just retire.
Sure.
Oh, I think Cameron Diaz is still a big star. She'd get work.
She could, yeah. Yeah, so could Meg Ryan. So could Gene Hackman.
Really weird now.
I wish Gene, yeah, she does. I wish Gene Hackman would come back.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure he may have cognitive problems.
Wait, Gene Hackman's a G-Dad, right?
He should be. He should be. Is it?
I mean, if he's not, he is.
No, I believe he is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Let me look.
I don't think Rick Moranis is American. Is
He's
Rick Moranis
Canadian.
Canadian? Yeah, he's Canadian.
This is the part of the night when they just think of
Say
celebrity names.
Names.
I thought we closed the books on the GDAT. I thought it was done.
Oh, did we?
Well, right, but if Hackman's not in there, then you got to amend
I thought we
it.
broke it with the ER cast. Hackman is definitely in there.
Oh, Hackman's yeah. The ER cast did break it. I still stand by the decision though.
Every one of them.
Hackman was 12th. He was number 12. He was voted in very early.
Even Jerry.
How far into the ER cast do you go? Is Yosh in there? No, first season.
First season. It's just first season.
Because it's not okay, it's not okay if Dr. Dave is a G.
Rocket
But
Romano.
I would say Archie though.
No, Rocket Romano does count best TV villain.
Archie is great. Archie is he sets the tone.
Archie had a great arc.
Yeah,
Hey, I gotta tell you, Archie is great on the Orville, by the way.
he's great on the Orville.
Yeah.
Just a whole season of I hate this guy to the end, like I like this guy
Hey, Josh.
over years. That's great.
Hey Josh, I doubt you will, but if I could get you to watch the Orville, it's
Mhm.
it's really good. It's much better than it deserves to be, or we thought it would be. Like,
I don't think it's Josh's kind of show, though.
My only complaint about season 2, Connor, is that and we keep complaining. I can't take another episode about Mocklins.
Well, they're building them up, I think, to be Klingons.
I'm sure they are.
In the last episode, they were like, "Can we really be in alignment with these people?" Can we
no,
really
I know, but like this season alone, we had 3 Mocklin episodes, and like they're like we're arriving at Mocklin, and we're like, oh god.
I know, but it's been good. So now we're 5 minutes over, so we did our hour.
You're gonna wrap it up. Always a pleasure, gentlemen.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Watch the Oscars to see how correct we are.
I feel like we should do 1 year. We should do like an open pool.
Yeah, next year.
Or leave the patrons at least and do a patron pool.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that this year.
We should do that this year.
Let's do it this year. I'm gonna take our internal one. I'll duplicate it. I'll send you the link, and we'll post it. We'll post it tonight or tomorrow, and it'll be all
tomorrow.
Yeah. That's great. I can do that right now. So
okay,
that'd be fun.
All right. So if you're interested, there'll be a Patreon Oscar pool which you can join. That'll be fun. And
I will go as far to say that we will not change our picks for the Patreon pool from tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our picks are locked in for that one. That's a great idea, Connor.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Cool.
And if you win our hearts and you win our minds.
And
we'll find you.
And $17,000.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Wow.
All right.
All right. You're not winning $17,000. Sorry. Bye.
All right.
I got a building in the Dumbo to sell
See you next month. Bye-bye.
Bye.